Hi, welcome to What Shines Above. My name is Ivan. Today I'd like to do a brief video on how I store my 2-inch filters. I don't use a filter wheel. I'm not there yet, maybe down the road. But in the meantime, I do switch my filters in and out depending on what I'm trying to shoot. I don't have the luxury of doing really long shoots where I can have an automatic setup. So I looked around to figure out an option for storing the filters safely where I wasn't concerned about them getting scratched. And what I found was a couple of products, some you're probably aware of. Some companies for their filter drawers, I use filter drawers, or a filter drawer, offer extra holders so you can have them ready to go. And that's great. But then how do you store those? Or do you change them out one at a time manually? And now you're directly handling your filter, and I just found that to be cumbersome. And it makes me worried that I might drop something or scratch something, so I looked for some other options. And what I found was a company, and I'll pull up their website here. I found a company called Buckeye Stargazer, and looks like they make a fair amount of 3D printed objects. And what you see here is one of their slider cases for filter drawers. And what I'm going to show you today is I've got some of those, and I want to show you how they work. And they're very, very handy, and they're very neat to use. You can see that they offer slider drawers, or slider cases rather, for multiple providers. I have the Askar, and we'll show you that right now. Okay, so here we see one of the filter holders, and basically 3D printed. You have multiple colors to choose from. And I went with the red. You can label them on the back. If you can see here, they've got the little magnet points built in. They also have grooves on the top and the protrusions along the bottom. These actually can snap together. So for example, these three right here are what I use for my color camera. Right now, the hydrogen alpha and oxygen 3, that filter is in my camera setup right now, or rather my telescope setup. And these are in pretty snug. The magnets work really well. I'm not really worried about the filter holder coming out. I suspect that over time that this will just get looser and looser. I may end up dropping a spot of glue, just a spot, and to get those to hold together. But I just think it's really cool. The company sells these, the price the number of holders or cases that you get determines the pricing. I think as of right now, I believe the 3-pack was $36, and I believe the 7-pack was $69. So $10 to $12 per holder. This is the one that I use for my monochrome camera. And I mean, it adds up. I mean, the filter holders from Askar are about $22 a piece. And so add them up. Yeah, that's a lot. Maybe I am approaching the cost of a filter wheel, but for my use case scenario, a filter wheel is not what I need right now. Again, maybe in the future. What I do like is that I don't have to handle the filter directly. And I like that. And if I need to, dust it off, take a brush, dust it off, that's great. And I just never really have to touch this. It does make cleaning the filter really easy. And you can still read the side of the filter to see what's actually in the holder. And it just slides right in. And again, label on the back. These are my SHO, LRGB filters. This is for my monochrome camera. This is for my color camera. And I found these lens cases on Amazon, link in the description. And these fit these perfectly. It's even flat on one side. And so I can take this, put that in there, zip it up, and really nice padded protection. So if I was traveling somewhere for a shoot, I would feel fairly confident that my filters are protected. And as you guys know, the cost of these filters end up being, you know, as much as a telescope sometimes. So in any case, this is what I do. Just thought you guys would be interested in it. All the links for everything that I'm showing you today will be in the description. So I hope that was helpful, just trying to find other options for filter management. Again, links provided for everything I've shown you today down in the description. None of these are affiliate links. So in any case, let me know if you have any questions about them, how they're holding up, or if you have any ideas that are better, put them in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. In any case, I hope you have a great day, an even better night. Clear skies.